Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about something important, something that often gets pushed into the shadows. We're going to talk about men and what happens when they get hurt. Specifically, when they get hurt by women. Yes, it happens. It happens a lot more than you might think, but for some reason, it's a conversation we rarely have out in the open. Let's be real. The pain a man feels is just as valid, just as deep, and just as damaging as anyone else's. And it can come from many different sources, starting from the very beginning of life. Sometimes the woman who hurts a man is his own mother. Imagine being a child, looking for love and affirmation, but instead, you hear insults. You're called names. You're made to feel worthless. This kind of damage can run so deep that it makes you question your very place in the family, wondering if you are truly her son. That's a heavy burden for any child to carry into manhood. Then there are other family dynamics. Maybe it's a stepmother who makes it clear in countless subtle and not so subtle ways that you're an outsider, that you don't belong. That constant feeling of being othered in your own home can create lasting scars of rejection and loneliness. The hurt can also come from outside the immediate family. It could be an older relative, a boss, or someone your parents trusted who took advantage of you when you were young and vulnerable. These experiences leave deep wounds. Scars that can take years, even decades to heal, shaping how you view trust and intimacy for the rest of your life. And it's not just older women. Sometimes the person causing the pain is your own sister. Sibling rivalry can get twisted by jealousy and unresolved issues, leading to gossip, sabotage, and a constant effort to make your life difficult. When someone who is supposed to be your lifelong ally becomes an adversary, it's a profound betrayal. Let's talk about romantic relationships, because this is where many men experience a unique kind of heartbreak. Think about your first love. You were all in. You did everything for her, imagined a future, and poured your heart out, only to be rejected, maybe even callously dumped. The sting of that first real heartbreak can linger for years, becoming a ghost that haunts future relationships. You might find yourself comparing everyone to her. Or worse, being afraid to ever open yourself up that way again. And the pain doesn't stop with first love. Sometimes the woman you're deeply in love with right now is the one causing the hurt. Maybe she's using you. She knows you're serious, but for her, you're just a convenience, a source of money, a temporary fix for loneliness, an emotional support system she can tap into whenever she needs. But with no real intention of building a future together. You're always there for her, answering her calls, solving her problems, all while she makes you feel like you're not good enough for her commitment. That slow erosion of self-worth is incredibly painful. And then there's the hurt that can happen within a marriage. You commit your life to someone, hoping for a partnership, a safe harbor. But instead, you find yourself living with constant criticism. You're shouted at, talked down to, mocked, and emotionally drained. You try to be a good man, a patient husband, so you hold it all in. You contain your frustration and your pain, but inside, you're wondering, what did I do to deserve this? How did my partner become my enemy? It's a lonely and confusing place to be. All these experiences from all these different women can have a devastating impact. They can shatter your identity, crush your spirit, and drive you into dark places like addiction or a state of complete hopelessness. They can poison your heart, making you a bitter, angry man who distrusts all women. It's a slippery slope, but here is the most important part of this entire conversation. You do not have to let that happen. You cannot allow a toxic person to turn you into a toxic person. Don't let a hurtful woman make you doubt your worth as a man. Don't let anyone who attacks your masculinity or your identity steal your peace of mind. The greatest battle you will ever fight, and the greatest victory you can ever win, is the one that takes place in your own mind. You have to actively protect your mind from the damage these experiences can cause. This is your number one priority. So, how do you do that? First, you have to heal. Acknowledge the pain from your past. Don't dismiss it. Don't pretend it didn't happen. Whether it was your mother, your first love, or anyone else, their actions affected you. Healing might mean talking about it with a trusted friend, a family member, or a professional therapist. There is immense strength in seeking help. It's not weakness. It's courage. In the present, your strategy needs to be about protection. If you can, create distance from the women who bring you down. Set boundaries. You have the right to protect your energy and your mental health. If someone consistently makes you feel bad about yourself, you are not obligated to keep them in your life, regardless of your history. Now, what if that woman is your wife? That's a much more complicated situation. Leaving isn't always the first or best option. In this case, the mantra is love her, but don't forget you. You can still be a loving, committed husband while also protecting your own well-being. This is where communication and boundaries are critical. Express how her words and actions make you feel, using I statements. For example, I feel hurt when I'm spoken to that way. And seriously consider seeking marital counseling together. A neutral third party can help you both understand each other's perspectives and develop healthier ways of communicating. But even if she refuses to go, you can still go by yourself. A therapist can give you the tools you need to cope, to maintain your sense of self, and to make the best decisions for your future, whatever that may look like. Remember, your well-being is non-negotiable. If you don't watch out for yourself, the words and actions of a woman can truly cause lifelong damage. You are the guardian of your own mind and your own heart. Don't let anyone else's brokenness break you. Don't let their issues become your identity. You are more than your pain. You are more than the people who hurt you. Winning the war in your mind means choosing to heal, choosing to set boundaries, and choosing to believe in your own worth, no matter what anyone else says or does. It's about deciding that you will not become a casualty of someone else's toxicity. Your strength, your identity, and your peace are yours to protect. Hold on to them. Fight. For them, you deserve to be happy, respected, and at peace. Thank you for listening to this important message. If this resonated with you, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more content like this. Take care of yourselves.